Hey, what's up adventurers? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be about Orijen dried dog food. So my previous video we kind of went over Open Farm and its pros and cons. In this video we're going to cover Orijen and its pros and cons. But before we do that, let me get started as to Orijen and why I pick Orijen as one of the main foods that I feed my dog. Aside from raw, when it comes to dried dog food, it's one of the brands that I do normally buy. They do offer the most amount of protein than most other brands. So we compared Open Farm the first time, right? And you got to see how it had the first three as proteins. Well, what Orijen does is that it keeps going. It chooses those first three and then it adds even more and more and more proteins. Depending on which brand you get within it, because there's like the large breed puppy, there's the Tundra, there's a couple other ones. That's gonna kind of decide how much protein there is. But normally Orijen still offers you a vast amount of protein sources that really is unmatched right now in the dry dog food market, because I've seen and I've researched other dry dog foods and nothing comes close to Orijen as far as the amount of protein that they add to their dry dog food. And this is why I wanted to cover Orijen before I start covering other dog brands, because I kind of want to advocate the brands that I really focus on and I use myself a lot, and Orijen is definitely one of those brands that I would highly consider. Now I know that right now there's circulation going on and rumors about DCM and its effects on dogs and causing heart issues, but there's a lot of speculation. There's a lot of veterinarians that are coming up against it. Some of them are saying that it mainly focused on the breed of the dog, not so much on the dog and what they were feeding them, and that grain-free versus grain didn't really hold up for them. And there's a couple videos on YouTube and I'll go ahead and put the link down below for you guys to research on your own, but that is beside the point. If you guys are completely against grain-free because of that, that is up to you. I would highly encourage you to find a good grain dog food and not one that substitutes corn for a lot of protein. And I also wouldn't just go and buy the $100 pound Purina Pro plan, because from the last time I saw it, it had corn as like the top three. Like, at least pick something that's gonna have top three protein, right? And then I guess rice and oatmeal or whatever, right? Again, corn is a high filler, guys. So if you are gonna go ahead and buy grain, try to buy one that has corn as not like on the side, you know, not right up the front. At least a couple ingredients down the list. But anyways, let's go ahead and start covering Orijen, and to do that we have to hop in the computer. Okay, so right here on the Orijen's website, and we're gonna go ahead and go for dogs because that's what we're looking for. And let's go ahead and look at puppy first, because that's the one that I usually buy, right? My dogs are not 2 years old yet, so they still fall under puppy category for them because they're large dogs. So I'm gonna go ahead and look at the puppy large, which is the one that I highly recommend, highly recommend. Now let's see guys, honestly, to be completely honest with you, I do not like to read any of this stuff at first, because it's marketing, man. They're trying to sell you a product. It doesn't matter what brand you go to, they're gonna make it seem like they're the top of the top. All right, don't fall into a marketer's trap. And marketing is something that really catches, you know, the consumer's eye, because you're seeing here and you're like, wow, everything's natural and poultry, fish, whatever. Don't worry about that, okay? We're gonna go to the ingredients. That's what matters. The ingredients and the guaranteed analysis is what is going to get us the accurate information that we're hoping for. So now right here, right off the bat, one of the things that I absolutely love is that they put the percentage. So what this means, what does it mean, right? What does the percentage mean? I don't understand it. Okay, let me give you an example. Let's say that this is fresh chicken meat, right? And it's telling us that there is 14% of chicken meat in this entire bag, right? For example, if this was corn, how it is usually with most dog brands, or peas, or whatever, you're looking at if you're looking at grain-free, maybe they have lentils here or peas or whatever. This would indicate that if this was lentils, it's telling us that 7% of this is lentils. And what they usually do is that they'll put protein, lentil, or protein, corn, right? So watch this, 7% of fresh cage-free eggs. If this was lentils, this already equals to this. So you have to keep an eye on that, guys. That's an example, right? But in this case, we're looking at exactly what they're giving us, the percentage, and I absolutely love that because not every dog brand does that. So it's telling us right here that we have 14% chicken meat, 7% turkey meat, 7% eggs, 6% chicken liver, 5% flounder, 5% whole herring, 5% turkey liver, 4% chicken eggs, 4% chicken heart, 4% turkey heart, dehydrated chicken for 4%. And dude, look at this, it just keeps going, man, and I love that. I absolutely love that because it really lets us know that they're putting this much effort into it. And like I said, right now they are unmatched. There is no other dog brand that is doing this. There's no other brand that is competing this heavily and putting this much effort into having this much protein in their bag. So this highlighted part, we can assume that it's all between 3% and 1%. So if we were to average, it'd be 2. There's, I think, 9 of them. I count them right now. So there's 18% total here, which is still less than all this 4% that we have up here. So it's not that impactful, right? Only 14% out of the 100. So that's actually really good. Now, this also means that anything here, and keep this in mind when you're buying dog foods, even if you don't buy this one, keep this in mind. Anything less than salt, in this case they don't use salt, they use, they used herring oil, is less than 1%. So what does that mean? That means that if you're gonna buy a bag, and luckily they don't advocate here that it has blueberries or anything, like they don't, I like that. They are not saying this isn't Orijen Puppy Large Blueberry formula. No, it's just the Puppy Large formula. This is not the, what else do they have? Apples formula. It's not the Bartlett pears formula. It's not the kale formula, spinach. No. So in this case, I don't care. I don't care that they have pumpkin this low, butternut, squash, blah, 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 blah. All this stuff. I don't care if it's less than 1% because they're not advocating to me that they're selling this product based off that. They're selling this product based off the protein which they're providing, and then they're adding these for extra nutrition. Now I'm saying this because there's a lot of brands that will be like, this is the lamb and apple formula or the beef and veggies formula, and then you go back and it's all in the bottom. That means that there isn't any. It's just there for marketing. But again, Orijen is holding on to what they're advocating here, which is they're a biologically appropriate dog food, and that's what it is. Up to this point, that's what it is. And it's still something that isn't bad to have either. It's not like you're gonna dock points for that, right? So let's come here now. So the next thing you want to look out for when you're buying dog food is the guaranteed analysis. So let's look at Orijen and why do I buy it, right? Well, it has 38% crude protein right off the bat. That is insane. That is a lot, and that's really good. The fat content, 16%. Crude ash, 7%. Fiber, 6%. Moisture, 12%. Really good. And calcium to phosphorus, that's fine. 1.3 and 1.1. Okay, so I put up the calculator. And what we're going to do now is we're going to check the carbohydrates, because you don't want to buy a dog food that has a lot of carbohydrates. I apologize because I forgot to mention this on my previous video when I covered open farms. This is something you do want to take into consideration. So how do we find out the carbohydrates, right? I would honestly say that anything over like 32 is pushing it, man. Like it, honestly, even after over 30 is kind of like up there, no lie. But let's see what they have, right? So we're going to do 100. We're going to subtract the protein, which is 38. We're going to subtract the fat, which is 16. We're going to subtract the crude ash, which is 7. We're going to subtract the fiber, which is 6. And then the moisture, which is 12. So we're left with 21. I know some bags won't give you the ash, so just go ahead and put, I would say 7. Usually 6, between 6 and 8. But I guess 7 is a good middle point. I guess these guys actually do have 7. So if you don't have the ash, just estimate with 7 and you should get around there. You can also email them. I've emailed a lot of them, and I've asked them all these types of questions like, hey, what is the actual one? Because here it's saying minimum and minimum. That's saying that there can be more than that as well here, minimum and minimum. So keep that in mind. Ask them, and if you want to get further information through email. All right, so what else, right? Well, here it's not telling you the price. However, luckily I've already got the price over here, and it is $90 for a 25-pound bag, which equals to $3.36. All right, so that means that you're gonna spend $3.60 a pound for this. So it is expensive. Again, you're gonna pay what you get for, guys. No lie, like, it is an expensive brand. It really is. Sometimes it is cheaper than $90. A lot of times, actually. I don't know why I put 90. I think they either lowered the price, because last time I bought it was like 72. I don't know if they had like a special going on or something, but give or take, the highest you're gonna pay is $90, and that is at $3.60. So it's up there. Now, what else, right? Because I'm covering Orijen. What else do they have? Well, they have this crazy Tundra one, which is insane. And it gives you goats, wild boar, venison, Arctic chuck, duck, wild boar, liver. Like, look at this. Oh my God, it's insane. And then it goes into the lentils, and it's like you think you're done, but you're not. Like, it just goes duck fat, mutton tripe, herring oil, goat heart. Like, this is crazy. This one is stupid expensive. It's like 100 and some bucks. I bought it one time and I was like, yeah, that hurt my pocket. They have other good ones as well. They have the original one. The original one is cheaper than the large puppy. And again, it's, you know, similar stuff right here. The percentage and everything, 38% is actually very similar to it. What the hell? So let's go back over here. They have this one that's all fish. They have this one that's more meat oriented. Fresh ranch raised beef, boar, all this other good stuff. So yeah, I mean, guys, they are a really good dog food brand. I would highly recommend them for anybody that is interested in buying a good quality dog food. I promise that you guys will not be disappointed. My dogs absolutely love this dog food. They devour it all the time. It's really, really good for them. And I honestly, holy, this one has 42% protein. This is the first time I see this one. A diet in rich protein and fiber. That's what? Why? Fit and trim? I thought it was gonna be like a diet one. I thought it'd have less. I like paused the entire video because I was like surprised that it has 42% protein. Just something to consider is that some dogs don't do well with that much protein. Some dogs do start getting a lot of diarrhea with the more protein, so ease them into it. All right, don't just dump in all the food. Ease them into it with your other dog food that you're feeding them right now, if this one has a lot more protein than that. That sums up the end of the video, guys. I hope you guys learned something. I hope that if you've never bought Orijen, you might consider buying them now. Again, I make these reviews based off me and trying to assist you guys. I am not getting paid in any way, shape, or form by Orijen. No lie, if they want to send me a free bag, I'll gladly accept it. I'm not gonna say no, but no, they haven't, like, no, this is nothing like that, okay? And I'm not putting an affiliate link down below that gives me more money, because it's more expensive in Amazon. Buy it at Petco. It really is more expensive in Amazon. Way more. Buy it at Petco. Don't buy it online, and unless you have to. And if you are gonna buy it online, buy it from like an actual store, like Petco or Chewy, not from Amazon. So yeah, I mean, that's it, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you paw that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe. And if you're part of the 88% that has not subscribed to this channel, make sure you do. Go ahead and check the description box, because there's a good list of supplies that I use for my dogs that might be helpful for you. If you are interested in that, the links are down below. Thank you guys for watching. Nothing but peace and love from my pack to yours.